Say Allsvenskan. Say Allsvenskan. We are going up. Promotion is in the bag. I am over the moon, even though we had a slight feeling we were going to get there. We got there straight away. Both teams below us didn't manage to win, which means that we are getting direct promotion to the Premier Division. I'm so happy. I'm also very happy about you watching, liking and subbing to the channel. If you want to get your predictions in to how we will do in the Premier Division, send me a comment and let me know if you think that we're going to get relegated straight away or if we can manage a cheeky mid-table finish. In today's episode, we will look at the National League final of the under-19s. Doesn't that sound exciting? Come with me. This is the side that met me after last game, and with 3 games left, we were promoted to the Premier Division, something no one would have believed going into this season, as we were predicted to finish around 13th, 14th place, fights bravely against relegation. But we had a great first half of the season, then lost our 2 key players, but still managed to pull this off. What a feat, and I think it's mostly down to the fact that all the other teams kept beating each other. The board gives us an initial budget that looks like this: 747k in transfer budget and 24k wage budget. That's low, but I'm not here to sign big names. I'm here to build the best possible academy. Let's see here. Albin Ekdal is ecstatic with Brommapojkarna promotion. Yeah, Albin, maybe it's time to come home then. Well, I think he's still too good. Maybe in a season or two, if we can establish ourselves as a solid Premier Division side, we could get him home. But right now, I think it's way too early. He has a contract that runs until 2023. Maybe he can come home after that one. We will see. Would be a dream come true. The board praised this unbelievable promotion. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling as well. Fantastic. But the first team isn't the only team that has had great success on the pitch this season. No, the under-19s have been equally as good. A second place in the Southern Premier Division meant that they went into the Championship playoffs, and in the semi-final they managed to scrape by against Malmö FF, but this was actually a team without loads of the best under-19 players because they were playing for the first team. Today I'm playing all the best under-19s players in the final against Djurgården. André Piconel as our defender, Yasin Üzüm. As you see, we are lacking slightly on the left back position. William Kenne, only our second signing, came in for the youth team and has been good. Lucas Forsberg, the first signing. So the only 2 signings we have made are pairing up as central defenders. Orman Granberg hasn't really become that much better. We hoped that he was going to get better in the first team. He hasn't really. Adam Hellqvist, decent creative midfielder, is going to be the DLP. And Jakob Eklund, you know about him. Look at all those green arrows. He is turning into one fantastic player. That could actually be his superhero name, Green Arrows. Theo Grönborg has been good for the first team, but hasn't had the same development whatsoever. Hallgren, what about Hallgren? Of course, he is playing as a forward in this game, simply because I think that's where we use him the best. Christopher Krebs, the goal-scoring machine, together with very exciting striker prospect John Tete. Nice dribbling, nice first touch, still doesn't like to finish, but we will work on that. So the final is underway. BP versus Djurgården in what hopefully will be a BP win. First chance for us, Yasin Üzüm gets it into the box to Tete, who makes it 1-0. Nice bit of cooperation there between Üzüm, who I said was one of our weakest links. Gets the ball to Tete. who makes no mistake, and we take the lead in this Swedish Premier Division for the under-19s final. Next big chance for them. Asara scores 1-1. Kofi Asara. That was maybe too easy, getting that through ball through. But 1-1's the score after the first half of the first half. They have a chance when we get close to 30 minutes, but we win the ball. Can we counter on them? Hellqvist out to Usum again. He has played better than I expected. Can he get the ball into the box? No, he cannot. They try to turn it around, but the ball lands at our feet, and Tete makes it 2-1. A brace from the young striker just as we pass the half-hour mark. Oh, Hellqvist to Eklund to Hellgren, and Tete makes it 2-0. Very good. And that is the half-time result. Not 2-0, but 2-1. And we have been the better team. XG of 1.33 versus an XG of 0.57. Hopefully we can hold on to this in the second half to win a bit of silverware. And Marcus Falken makes it 3-1 after a brilliant free kick there. And things were starting to feel pretty good for us. Pretty good. Because the next chance was ours as well. Hallgren to Usun. Farage into the box, and Tete made it his hat-trick for the night. His third, our fourth goal, and with 25 minutes left to play, it felt like we were going to become Swedish champions for the under-19s. Very nice, very nice. Just a couple of minutes later, it was time for U19 to make it 4-2. Nice finish. Bit of sloppy defending from our side, but nice finish from U19. And I would exaggerate if I said that they were back in it, but at least they came a little bit closer goal-wise. Well, that was actually the last thing that happened in this game, and we won it 4-2. So Brommapojkarna under-19s win under-19 Premier Division. What a feat from our players, and of course John Tete, the hat-trick man, was the man of the match. He has improved nicely, and I think he might be one of those players who makes 1 or 2 first team appearances next year, if not more. He's only 16 years old, but hopefully he can keep improving. When we look at the actual league table for the first team squad, we were dominant there as well. I don't think it was that much down to the fact that we dominated, but all the other teams seemed to beat each other. So down goes Helsingborg in guys, and Örebro will have to play a relegation playoff game. So we were given a little bit of money for the first time in this save. A little bit more than 1 million at least puts us back from the red into black figures, which will be good for us. 1,135,000 in the bank, a decent transfer budget, even though we are not likely to sign anyone. The curve for the prediction has slightly flattened out, but we will keep losing money. If we are gonna summarize this fantastic season where we actually, against all odds, managed to get promoted, then why not do it in this end of season review format? So the signings we brought in, 3 former Bipper players. Erik Figueroa had a good season, together with expensive but very important player Junior. The board are not that happy that his wage is on the high side, but they're happy with his performances. And then Heradi Rashidi, who played a bit of a backup role, but still 12 games for him. And then William Kenne, who came in from local side Sollentuna for the academy. So you've seen the final league table. We win it, and together with us, Falkenberg gets promoted, and Sundsvall plays a promotion playoff game. like I said, maybe it wasn't down to the fact that we dominated, more down to the fact that the teams behind us kept beating each other. We had a fairly solid season, even though we didn't win for the last 4 games, but that was mostly down to the fact that we only played youngsters in these 4 games to sort of bleed them in for what's to come. Biggest win 6-1 against Öster. Match to remember 5-2 against Jönköping Södra. You saw that live. And goal of the season came from Grönborg. So club reputation not changed over this season. And we've not sold that many shirts, 238. We're not getting that much money in. This is the best 11. Do we have anyone coming in? Oskar Falenius? Yardel Kanga mostly seems to be players from last season. Alexander Nilsson, Alexander Fioretos, loads of players who are not with us anymore. But I do think we had several players who had very, very nice seasons, and a couple of players who I think will become very important player for us. Fast player of the season, Wallenborg, also young player of the season. Top goal scorer, Kristoffer Krebs. Most assists, Wallenborg. And most player of the match awards, Kristoffer Krebs. Our hard work and effort paid off on the pitch, and such a feat did not go unrewarded at the end of season award ceremony. Yeah, very nice and a fantastic feat for us. This shows our best 11 this season. Krebs, Falenius, Kanga up front. And if we look at the season review, we exceeded expectations by a mile, by a country mile. I'm actually over the moon and a bit afraid of how we are going to cope with an even higher level next season. What does the board say? They want us to fight bravely against relegation, and hopefully that will be enough. Let's hold an end of season meeting and see if we can get the players with us. Eric Figueroa, he was our best player average rating wise. Wallenborg had a good season as well. Wants to move to a bigger club though, and Krebs has lost trust in me. Oh, this is one hard squad to keep happy. Junior played a pivotal part in this, and so did Kristoffer Krebs, our best goal scorer. Lucas Forsberg, who was the only signing who has played first team games for so far, is really improving nicely. And Marcus Hallgren is maybe the player I am most excited about next season to see if he can grow into an actual Premier Division suit. Jakob Eklund is another one of those guys who, from our first youth intake, who I hope and pray and think will be good enough. Hopefully rather sooner than later. Let's hold this meeting then. So what are my options? Done brilliantly to get promoted. We are going in for one tough season. I don't want to bring in new players. Yeah, okay, you didn't like that option. I don't think I'm being unrealistic. Maybe I managed to sway one or two. It doesn't appear that way. Oh, this is going bad. Hopefully they can forget this bad meeting during a long holiday. When I see you next time, we are in the Premier Division. Bye.